everybody! So I just got back from seeing a film called Boy and the Beast. This is an anime film that was released in Japan last year and is now just being released by Funimation, is the studio I believe, here in the United States. It opened Friday and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. And this is directed by Mamoru Hosoda, and he's the director who did Wolf Children, other animated famous anime films. And this is my first time seeing a film of his, and it is a really strikingly beautiful film. It does almost feel like a Miyazaki effort in certain ways, but also has like a little bit of sort of an Akira feel to it. And it was really interesting because I didn't think that anybody would be at this screening that I went to. I don't know, I just didn't think it was that popular, but the theater was full, and it wasn't just full, it was full of people that were like so into it and were just like cheering and clapping. And I think that I had like a more positive experience than I might have otherwise even had, because just feeding off their energy was just contagious. I loved this movie. And I can't say I loved it, but I really did enjoy it, and it's definitely worth seeing. The story of this boy named Ren, who his mother has died, and his father wants to have him be raised by the parents and relatives of his mother, but he doesn't want to, and so he runs away. He ends up, through various things, he ends up in this world called the Beast Kingdom, and this is kind of a furry world. It's just furry weekend. We got Zootopia and this. And they look like animals, but they are gonna walking around in clothes and everything like that. And he meets a beast animal called Kamatatsu, who is kind of a rough and grumbling kind of curmudgeon type of guy. And he's just been told that he has this rival, and the rival beats him in every fight, including a long fight at the very beginning. And the rival beats him, and he's told by the lord of the village that if he wants to become lord of the village, then he needs to get an apprentice and show that he can train an apprentice well. Well, he meets this kid Ren, and he decides to make him, even though he's human, decides to make him his apprentice and gives him the name of Katu. And so Katu and Kamatatsu, as well as some other people, some other characters, they work on training Katu on how to be a martial arts expert, basically, and how to become a master. And so you get a lot of training sequences, and there's a ton of humor in the film. It's very witty and silly, and I think it would be even funnier if I hadn't gone to the dubbed screening. I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. But, you know, it's just a little clunky sometimes with those English dubs. Definitely got some of the jokes, and like I said, the crowd I was in, like every joke, it was like they're watching Caddyshack or something. It was really funny. And you just get these beautiful animation, just gorgeous scenes of lanterns and scenes of the city, and it's just beautiful. He ends up growing up with this unusual, being the one human, being trained as the apprentice for Kamatatsu. So Katu ends up going and finding his way back into the human world, and he ends up meeting this girl who starts to teach him how to read some different things. And like really towards the end, we get all of a sudden this villain character who becomes kind of the rival of Katu. And I did feel like that was sort of late to introduce the villain character, but the way it was animated was amazing. Like he basically kind of morphs into this giant whale, and like the whale sort of overtakes everything. It does lag in spots, like sometimes when he's like, he goes to find his father, he goes to meet this girl a lot, like some of those sections like could have been sort of sped up a little bit. Didn't need quite as much of them studying and reading and things like that. But still, I really did enjoy it. It was a very, very good film. I don't think this is a good film if you are just like new to anime and you've never watched a single one. This is probably not the one I would pick to be your introduction to anime, because it is pretty different than Disney and DreamWorks and things like that. It just has a different feel. I think there's ones like Ponyo or things like that that are Totoro, that are a little more approachable, that you can kind of baby step your way into the medium. But I did think it's definitely worth checking out just for the animation alone. And like I said, for the mixture of humor, martial arts, action, and it's sort of a really nice story of this bond between this master and this apprentice. And that was really great to see. So that's kind of my thoughts on Boy and the Beast. I think I would give it like a solid B. So let me know what you think if you get to see Boy and the Beast. And thanks so much.